Good morning. This is Imani's trading channel. If you are new to this channel, you can do well to like, subscribe, and share to those you feel may have need of it. This is a channel I share my trading setups, how I trade the forex market, and many more. I also analyze stocks in case you are interested in buying one. So this is how I actually trade forex, and there was a setup that was really interesting to me, and I feel I should show you how I took my entry. Very interesting. So this is a monthly chart on Euro USD, one of my best pair. So here on this chart, there are things that we can see clearly. We can see this fair value gap very clear. We can see this fair value gap. Yes, this fair value gap here very clear. So we could see that price, the first time price entered into this fair value gap. This is the second time, but it didn't take out this low. But the third time took out the low into the midpoint of the fair value gap, which is the areas fair value gap are very sensitive. The top of the high of the fair value gap, the midpoint, and then the lower part of the fair value gap. So you can see that price is reacting from the midpoint of this 1 month fair value gap. Very important. These are things you want to take keen note of. So I've said earlier, according to ICT, and which I've tested all by myself, price move based on liquidity and imbalances. So old highs and old lows are liquidity, fair value gaps. The BISI, the SIBI are example of fair value gaps that price actually retrace into, that price actually travel into. So these are the things I look for in the market, and then trade the opportunities that price gives in those directions. So these are the monthly charts. I'm targeting these fair value gaps. This one is lower, and then I want to see retracement into these ones that are higher here. These are things I look for in my analysis. Now, having made that statement on the monthly time frame, we will now go to lower time frames, the weekly, to see other stuff that could help us take this trade. Now to the weekly time frame. What can we see here? We can actually see another fair value gap on this weekly time frame, and then an old low here. This is an old low. This is an old low, and then we could see that price in fact entered into it, and then you can see that began to change direction upward. So these are things you want to take keen note of, very keen note of. All right. So I've said earlier, old lows, you want to take note of that. Fair value gaps, in fact, old lows inside fair value gap, I really want to take note of that very well. So take note of it and then see how price reacts. But then going down to the lower time frame, there is a way price will react to those milestones that want to make me consider probably buying it or selling it. There are ways it behaves that you know that this price wants to retrace, this market wants to change direction, even if it's for a short term. So going down on the weekly time frame, I've just shown us what is important here, the old low and the fair value gap. Now go on to daily time frame to see other things. Now going down to the daily time frame, this was the old low I was talking about. You can see it here. That was the old low I've marked out. and then we can see that was what price entered into. Price entered into that old low, and that was the origin of price retracing higher. Now, this is a daily time frame, and there are price signatures I love to see that will readily inform me of what price wants to do, especially when price has entered into an old low. Now, this is the old low that I've shown us. Now, see that price traded almost into it here, went higher, reacted from this fair value gap, and then entered into it once more evidently. Now, I have mentioned this earlier that in cases like this where you are not seeing a trending market, and what I mean by a trending market is, as in this case, this price has been trading lower. A trending market will show higher highs, higher low. A trending market lower will show lower highs, lower low, lower highs, and lower low. But in this case, we don't have it that way. The only thing then that will give us a confirmation that this price wants to go higher is when an inversion fair value gap is invalidated. And here it is. Before this price actually enter into this old low, we can see a fair value gap. Now, what this fair value gap should have done was to keep price from going higher, but we can see that price actually invalidated it higher. So ICT has said that when there is a price invalidation this way, price would begin to find support on it. Yes, that's what price does. Once it has invalidated a fair value gap to the upside, it's going to use it as a support higher. And that is what we are seeing here. Price got here and invalidated the fair value gap, and we can see that price returned into it and then find support higher. So this is how you want to trade an inversion fair value gap. An old low tagged in, a fair value gap invalidated, forming an inversion fair value gap, and then what you should expect, especially when it is on a higher time frame like a daily time frame. You want to begin to buy into a nearest fair value gap, just as we are seeing here. So this is 4 hours. Let's check how price behaved around the 4 hours. So we can see the obvious inversion fair value gap. You can see price hit the old low, traded higher, and then bam, price began to move higher. Created the fair value gap, price retraced into it again. Can we see that? So price moved higher, created the fair value gap, moved into it again, and then continues higher. So this is typical of the kind of trade I love to take, especially seeing that price had entered into the old low. After that, I was already expecting that, or even looking for a fair value gap to be invalidated by price, and price did that. Price did retrace into the fair value gap that was invalidated, and we can see that price kept on moving higher. So these are trade ideas I really want you to pay attention to. I really give big time confirmation as to how to trade it. Now you would ask yourself at times, how do I take my profit? Especially when I've taken trades like this. You want to be mindful, especially on a daily time frame, of old highs, especially when the price is going higher. So taking your profit around here would have been the best option. And if this price is poised to move higher, I will take my all of my profit, especially 100% of it, at this old high here. So you want to be mindful of highs. This eye, you want to be mindful of them, because these are liquidity areas that price would tend to enter into and then reverse lower. So these are the things you don't want to take for granted. They are very important market markers showing us that the market is interested in moving higher or moving lower. So you want to really learn higher time frame analysis, as that is what would preferably give you a good experience, a good touch of what the market wants to do, how the market wants to go about its movement in the marketplace. So this is a whole lot of value, and if you have gotten some, I want you to subscribe to my channel, to like this video so that it can go far, and then please do well to share. It's a great day, and till I come your way next time, I wish you good and good luck in your trading. Bye for now.